And here we're to find the center and the radius of the circle given by this equation. It's not in standard form, so we have to put it into standard form so that we can see what the radius and the center are. So we group the x terms first to prepare for completing the square on the x's, and we also have to complete the square on the y's. So on the other side of the equal sign, we'll add 17 to both sides. Now to complete the square, we have to add a box to both sides. So we're going to add a box for the x's and for the y's for each of those completing the square processes. So we'll need a box there, and one over here. And if we added a blue box to the left, we have to add a blue box to the right, and same goes for the other box. So filling in those boxes, we'll be completing the square twice. On x's, we have x plus something squared, and then y plus something squared equals something. And the somethings are determined by filling in these completing the square boxes. So we take half of 14, which is 7, and then we square the 7. Square the 7 and you get 49. And we have to add 49 to the right side of the equation as well. Then for the y's, you can take half of 18. 1/2 times 18 is 9, and 9 squared is 81. So we also have to add 81 to the right side. So adding up those numbers on the right, 17 plus 49 plus 81, we get 147. So we've almost got this equation into standard form now. So to finish this off, we write this as x minus a negative 7. It's negative for standard form. Y minus a negative 9, which you have to write this way because there's a negative in the standard form there. And that's equal to what squared? It's the square root of 147 squared. So the center of this circle is the point negative 7 comma negative 9, and the radius is equal to the square root of 147. But maybe we can simplify that. Let's factor 147. 3 goes into 147 49 times, and then 7 goes into 49 7 times. So 147 is 7 squared times 3. So 147, 7 squared times 3. And the square root of 7 squared times 3 is the square root of 7 squared times the square root of 3. And the square root of 7 squared is 7. So we end up with the radius is 7 times the square root of 3. So there we have it. The center and radius of the circle whose equation they gave us.